Hello and welcome to another edition of True Vision Radio. I am your host, co-host, and producer, Hooch. Digga. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, you can stop now. All right, we would like to get right down to it. We would like to thank the National Federation of the Blind because this is the basis to our show, dealing with blind and legally blind issues. So, we would like to thank our different chapters around the state of Alabama. Dothan, Alabama, chapter there. Birmingham, I'd like to thank the chapter there. Mobile, the capital city, right here in Montgomery, Alabama, and the president, Miss Parmy, call her Miss Charmy Parmy, yeah. I think there's another one, it's like 6 of them. Huntsville, I'd like to thank Huntsville. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, don't forget the most important thing to hit that cash app, $TREWBUCKS. Make it rain. Do the damn thing. And don't forget to email us at trewvizon, trewvizonradio@gmail.com, TREWVIZON radio.com. And we do have an Instagram, which is True Vision Radio. And don't forget our Twitter account, which is @Vision, @TrueVision. I'm sorry, @TrueVision. Also, Mal is not with us. I think he's on the road trying to head to Washington and help Donald Trump move, I think. Drop a gun for Mr. Awesome Al. See if you can talk him down. We got a hot show this evening. We're going to talk to Mr. Michael Walcott all the way from Guyana. He's very interesting. There's a lot of reggae music, even though he's not Jamaican. It's all the way from Guyana, so we're going to talk to him a little bit later on in this show. Mike's very interesting. He wrote a couple of books. He's a retired college professor, and he's a musician and singer-songwriter. But right now, we're going to get into a little news that you can use. In the news. Good afternoon, I'm filling in for the awesome one. And today in Montgomery, Alabama, let's start with the weather. It is 78 degrees today and sunny. Alabamians were very lucky, including Montgomery, Alabama, avoiding Hurricane Eta. Light winds, but nothing severe. Unfortunately, North Carolina couldn't say the same. Hurricane Eta destroyed several homes. 3 dead, 30 were rescued. At least over 100 people were rescued at a local school. Rescuers are still searching for survivors. Hurricane Eta created at least 6 inches of rain. Our prayers are with Carolina and Florida as well. Now, back in Montgomery, Alabama, politician William Boyd has created his own platform here on Facebook. Here in Montgomery, Alabama, the local politician has ran for councilman several times, but has never been successful. Maybe this will take a turn for the better. In national news, soon-to-be former President Donald Trump has announced there will be a vaccine for the 8th time. Soon-to-be former president has announced that his administration has moved very swiftly concerning the vaccine. Still no statement of Donald J. Trump of a smooth transition of power. The soon-to-be former president has barricaded himself in the White House. And soon-to-be President Biden has won Georgia. The soon-to-be president has not received funds concerning the transition. COVID news. There are over 300,000 deaths in America. Cases are steadily growing. We are headed towards a dark winter, some would say. We encourage everyone to social distancing and wear your mask. This holiday season, we wish everyone a safe and prosperous holiday season. But unfortunately, experts has reported there should be no gatherings. In sports, Alabama the Crimson Tide played Mississippi State on October the 31st, 2020. The Crimson Tide diminished Mississippi State 40-0. The Tide is in first place in the NCAA conference. In Auburn football, in the Southeastern Conference, Auburn scored 4 wins, 2 losses. Auburn walked away with 67% for the year. And my favorite, the Los Angeles Dodgers has won the World Series. That is it for sports. I'm your Hooch. In entertainment news, the legendary H2O band is back performing every second Friday at the Marriott Legend Hotel. And Hooch is currently working with the entertainment coordinator for Auburn, Alabama. The singer and songwriter and musician is also working on his CD, Way Overdue. Local businesses and around the world are slowly recovering and opening once again. Still no relief from the White House. Americans are counting on the Biden administration for a swift economic relief. And that is it for the news. I am Hooch.
That was pretty good. I like that. All right, what we're going to do right now, we're going to get off the mic. I feel funny on that mic. But once again, we got Mr. Michael Walcott on the show. We won't do music moments because music moments is also highlighting Mr. Michael Walcott. He's a very talented singer, songwriter, and musician, just like myself. All right, this is, we are in Studio A, and just in case, you guys don't know where the hell I am, you should tell the difference in sound.
Just like when I get on this mic right here and it sounds real sexy. I sound real sexy, right?
But anyway, we want you to come in and hit that subscription so you can hit that notification bell so we could most definitely bug the hell out of you when we go live. And someone subscribed. We had 39 subscribers. Well, and then we had 38, and then we got 39 again, so that's cool. Oh, damn, I forgot.
Things you should never do. Number 1. Things you should never do. If you're in the White House, you might not want to be near Donald Trump right now. He's a bit perturbed. He's a bit distraught. He's a bit stressed. He's a bit of a goddamn loser, that's what he is. What grown-ass man is gonna throw a temper tantrum? Are you serious? You lost. Take it. Accept it. You are the biggest loser. You are fired. You will not be the goddamn president after January 20th. I don't give a goddamn. Barricade yourself underneath the White House. There's no voting fraud. There's a presidential fraud. You have been perpetrating as the president of the United States of America for 4 years. So things you should never do, not be around this son of a bitch. He's on his period. You're not the president. You're not the president. Number 2. If you're blind or legally blind, the thing you shouldn't do, it's a goddamn thing. I believe this sucker made it number 2. You might want to be a little bit outgoing. They already think we're retarded, especially if you're totally blind. You might want to have a goddamn personality when a motherfucker speaks to you. Goddamn it. Instead of being in the room, be the room. Speak. Freak. Number 3. Yes, we are in victory. If you are a Democrat, we are rejoicing. We are celebrating, but we must be careful who we celebrate around. Everybody's not happy for us. Listen up, you numbnuts. Those good old boys are really, really quiet right now. You might want to keep your goddamn celebration down to a goddamn minimum. We don't want to see anybody swinging from a goddamn tree with a goddamn Biden t-shirt on. You know what I'm saying? You might want to keep that shit down for a minute. Let that shit go on. The thing you should never do, don't throw the shit up into people's faces and shit. You just never know. So just be cool for you. Just give it the money. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? We can get a couple of checks and shit. And then in them yard. Number 4. If you live in the so-called hood, the things you probably should not be doing is engaging in hood activity. If you're trying to get out, you might want to move, you know what I'm saying? You just can't be around people that's not going anywhere but to your local liquor store. Listen, if you got admiration to be an actor, movie producer, any goddamn thing you want to be, better stay away from hood people. Don't tell them anything that you're about to do. They can't know not one goddamn inch of your plan. They will try to mess it up. Yes, they will. Thing you should never do. No more engaging in hood people. Some social networks you do not need. Number 5. If you are a woman, this is for you. If you read the Bible every day and you think you're just super righteous and you're just doing your best to do your thing, right? And you get into this nice relationship and everything is going good, and all of a sudden your crazy ass ways, how you were raised by your man, is kicking on in. And you're just acting selfish. You just never give. You just take. You just a taking motherfucker. You just sucking the blood out of this relationship. You're not contributing to anything at all. You just feel like everything is about you in the relationship. So now you're on number 4. Wow, and you think it's not you? Thing you should never do. Not think it's the other person. It's you. It's the man in the fucking mirror. Thank you for participating in this thing you should never do. Thank you very much. I love you. I love you all.
Yeah, give it up to myself. It was things you should never do. We're gonna see if we can get Mr. Walcott on the phone. You gotta be careful how you say that name too, Walcott. So you won't say cot or cunt. Oh boy! So we're gonna get this going. Time is limited, and we're gonna see if we can get you in and out within an hour. Let's see what's up with this.
Hello, Hooch.
Hey, you're on the air with True Vision Radio.
Happy to do that for you.
That's good. The check will be in the mail.
All right.
So I guess we should start. I know you've written 2 books, so we're gonna start with the one you dedicated to your mother, I believe, and then we're gonna get into your music.
A cathedral inside. I dedicated it to my whole family because it's lots of us. But my mother's picture is on the front of the book. Next question.
Okay. What got you started in music?
My father played the guitar. He could read music, and he played classical music. An older brother, who is now deceased, Basil, he played the guitar also. He's about 13 years older than me. He played the guitar by ear, and he played very well, and he could sing, and he was very popular. And whenever he walked into the yard with his guitar strung over his back, all the neighborhood kids would call on him, Basil, come play something for us, come sing a song for us. And I saw it and decided a guitar kind of brings you instant popularity. So I started learning to play since I was about maybe 6 or 8, but I got more serious with it as a teenager and started devoting more time to it. And right now, it's been over 6 years I've been playing the guitar.
Let's go back a little bit to the book, because it's been a while since because I know I had a copy of it. You're one of 16 children, right?
Actually, 15 children.
15. I was close.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm number 12.
you're number 12. Okay.
Yes.
In the book, because I didn't finish it, but is there a reason? Okay. I'm gonna get right to it. Why did you mention your? I know your mom is on the cover, but is there any mentioning of your father?
Actually, there's a picture of my father on the inside, the first or two first page of the book, I think. Picture of my father, and then there's a drawing of Guyana.
Okay.
It's in South America.
Now remember, your mom passed away at 42.
She was 42. That was in 1948. She died. She died in 48. I was about 6 years old.
Wow. You start playing music really, really, really young.
Well, at 6, I was just kind of fooling around with the guitar. I really couldn't play very much. I think as I hit 12, 13, 14, I started getting more serious and trying to learn chords, and not just songs, but chords and arrangements.
And you write your own songs too.
I write my own songs, and I've learned to accompany people just because of my understanding of chord progressions and how they fit into the scheme of a song. And so I don't just learn to play songs, I try to understand the logic behind the songs so that next time I hear a song with similar chord progressions, I can pick it up just by listening to the song.
Very good. There's a lot to you because I had a lot of your cooking. No.
Yes, I know you've expressed love of my curry chicken and rice.
Oh yeah. We had a lot of. Most people don't know how protocol was started, and I always thought it was Rodney. See, I knew you actually. It's been over 20 years, but Rodney had like 7, 8 bands, and I remember. I don't know if you remember me back in those days, but I remember you, and I remember. Let me see. You guys had a bass player. Her name was Lisa, right?
Lisa lives in Washington D.C. now.
Right, and the drummer.
She got married.
Okay, and
She
you.
was a single woman back then.
Okay, and a drummer. Name is Tony. Right. Yep.
And one of the most awesome lead guitarists named Govind Menon from India.
Okay.
He is a professor at Troy University still.
See, we're gonna be all over the place because you do so much. College professor, you retired now, and musician, singer, songwriter, and you wrote a couple of books. I know you wrote one on economics, but I want to know who started Protocol. Was it Rodney? Was it you? Was it a collective effort?
It was a collective thing. Well, it's a bit of a story behind it. I was not doing anything except entertaining myself with my guitar in my own home. When I got a call from Tony, and he asked me, Mike, would you like to play in a reggae band? I said yes, because I wasn't doing anything. So I met him over at Rodney's house. And like you said, Rodney was putting together a lot of different bands. And so he was putting together this reggae band. And it was 5 of us. Lisa played the bass. Lisa is a beautiful white girl, but she always around these black people.
Yeah,
she didn't marry a black guy though. She married a white guy.
Really?
Kind of
Oh, she didn't want to take her home, huh? She's just using us.
It's kind of normal for a beautiful white girl to go and marry a white guy. Anyway,
she didn't want to take us home.
I met Lisa, and I met Clarence, the keyboard player. He didn't stick with us too much longer after that. Clarence and
Clarence played the keyboard, right?
Keyboard. He played the keyboard.
Ah, guess what? That's Deke's cousin.
Is that so?
Yeah.
What was Clarence's last name?
I think Davis.
Oh, I never knew his last name. Everybody just called him Clarence.
Yeah. That is.
Yeah, he was a good keyboard player.
Right. I worked with him with Blue City All Stars, and I had no idea then that that was Deke's cousin. I mean, I knew Deke through Rodney, so you
Yeah.
know. So Protocol been around for a minute.
We started somewhere in the mid to late 90s, maybe 96, 97, right around then.
So did you start gigging like for a living, or how did you get it?
Well, I was teaching.
So you were
So I
always
had a
teaching.
full-time job.
Oh, okay. So you always had a job. You didn't want to starve like us.
No, that was not an option for me. And I got a wife. And I got a house note to pay. Car note and stuff like that. So, but I felt comfortably happy in my job teaching. I started out teaching at the AUM.
Yeah,
And then I went to Faulkner, and I stayed at Faulkner for 28 years.
dig it.
Yes. But I did this playing music on the side.
Ah, I see.
I don't see how you can make a living playing music in a place like Montgomery. You don't have enough opportunities to earn any money.
Right. That's why we travel outside of Montgomery if we can a lot.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You got to go to bigger places where you got bigger venues and they can pay you more money.
Oh, Mike, I forgot you have a okay. You did
Hey,
a
Ryan, I have a granddaughter. She just came and opened the door.
oh, she's gonna be a part of the interview.
Looked in.
Speaking of children, you did a CD regarding children, I think.
Children's
Children's
songs.
song,
I
children's
have a
song.
CD of 20 children's songs on it.
Okay.
Did I ever give you a copy?
I did. I got several copies. I made several copies for you back in the day, I think. Is she singing one now?
No. She just walked by, opened the door. Whenever she's a door open, she pushed it open. No respect.
She's around my niece age, I think. My niece is 7.
She's 7.
Yeah, they run same age.
Hold on a sec. She just asked if somebody will accompany her to the bathroom. Ryan, you need help?
And
Come on.
while she's doing that and while he's doing that, don't forget to hit that thumbs up as you come in the True Vision building. And don't forget to hit that cash app if you can. $sign TREWBUCKS. True Bucks, hit that cash app and donate to my Jack and Coke fund.
Jack and Coke.
Since I don't play in protocol anymore, we can't drink rum and scotch. Hey, did we ever do any rehearsal? Get any rehearsal done?
Well, because I have been playing and accompanying myself since the beginning, since I started playing, I rehearsed by myself. Now, when you start playing in a group with other people, you have to get your act together because you're no longer one person on a guitar. So I rehearsed with the band as much as we could, but most of the time we were rehearsing as we were playing the gig. That was our rehearsal.
And speaking of that, you revamped Port of Call because then we linked back up, and then that's how I met Devin, which is from Jamaica.
Yes.
Yeah.
My buddy who died about 4 years ago, I still feel sad whenever I think of Devin.
Yeah, I do too. Devin was a good guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to make fun of me, but he didn't. It was fun though. It wasn't in a bad, evil way. He was like, you need to, you can't see.
Okay. Yeah, Devin was just making fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't take it to heart because I knew it was coming. It was coming from a good place. So.
Yes.
So this show right here, True Vision Radio, is centered around blind and legally blind issues, but there are other issues in the world. So I like to mix it up with music and interview musicians and maybe leave a legacy for other up and coming musicians, and because every day you just never know.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you you did your second book, which is on
Economics book.
Right.
It's called Economics Made Simple. As I said, I taught economics for 36 years. And from the time that I taught my first class, I realized that college students, well, not just college students, people in America are not being exposed to very much economics. Even though if you have a job, you buy a house or you rent a place, you have children, and you have to feed them every day, and you have to buy them clothes and pay for school and all of that, you actually are a practicing economist because you're doing things that people do in the interest of making their lives better and maintaining a good standard of living for themselves and their family. That is practicing economics. The study of economics is merely a formal approach to codify those same things in a more formal way. But everybody practices economics. Everybody knows that when you spend money, if the item costs less than the cash that you prefer to the seller, you can get back change. That's economics. It's just very simply economics that people don't think of as economics. But if you didn't know that, you would not be able to survive in a world in which people are operating with cash and carry and payment, etc. So economics is an everyday thing. It's just that when you learn it more formally, you get a better understanding of how it works.
Yeah, because just listening to you say that, I almost like went to sleep, and I had to like, okay, let's wake up and pay attention because that book I don't have. I have to get that one. I don't have that.
The economics book?
Yeah.
Well, I know when I'm going to be back in Alabama, maybe I just put a copy in the mail and send it to you.
Well, let me ask you this: do you have like social media where people can get your stuff? Because you have a new record out too, and I think I don't know if you have. Do you have a video for that record? Is it Perfect Peace?
No, I have not made a video, but it's not a new record. I wrote a song back in 1988, and it sat there for years, and 30 years later, in 2015, 17, I kind of recorded it, and I went and played it. Actually, I may have to let you know how you can see that because it's actually online. I went and played, the song is called Peace, Perfect Peace.
Right, I remember that.
And I went to a studio to a guy in Prattville, had it recorded, and got a girl from Canada who lived across the street from me in Montgomery, and she put some beautiful vocals, background music to the song, and then I sang behind her. And actually, her background vocals are so powerful, they kind of make my vocals sound a little amateurish. But I was glad that she did because it made the song sound so awesome. And that's Peace, Perfect Peace. I did it in 2000.
Yeah, you got to do a video for it. We need it. We need Perfect Peace now because, you know.
Oh, I agree. That's the reason why I actually wrote the song is when Trump was kind of making the whole world feel uncomfortable, like he was going to start a damn war with somebody.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why the song is important because it is so appropriate in today's crazy world with people like Trump running around doing all that.
You think he would? You think he would ever find peace?
No, I would say, as Jimmy Carter said, I would pray for him.
Yeah.
Maybe he will.
I don't know. I'm so ready for January the 20th. I can't even think about any holidays. I just want to get to the 20th of January.
Well, you are so right. January 20th is going to be like a breath of relief, but that don't mean that Trump is going to go away.
Yeah, he's like a
He must stick around like a bad memory.
or a gnat at a barbecue, a fly or something. You know, it's just.
That's most likely what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Just keep reminding us of how awful things was when he was president. Well, you know what? That's democracy. In a democracy, you vote for who you like.
Right.
Well, sometimes you like somebody who's not good for you or your society, and you vote for them, and then you learn your lesson. Hopefully, you will not make that same mistake again. But who knows? We may get another fool like Trump come along, and next thing you know, you vote for that fool again.
Oh wow. You still doing the curry chicken?
Of course, I do it every now and again.
I think you need your own YouTube channel and play your music in the background.
You know, that may be true, but I actually do not have the technical skills. My son-in-law may have some of it, but he's very busy because he's got a full-time job.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Mr. Michael Walcott, musician, college professor, retired college professor. Used to teach economics, and I had the privilege in recording Port of Call demo in the studio. Maybe 5-6 songs, I think. Yep. Sorry Baby, Christopher Columbus. Oh yeah, let's talk about Christopher Columbus. What was the inspiration behind that song?
I'm not exactly sure I can remember, but I thought that Christopher Columbus didn't have a thing on me. It's very catchy.
Yeah.
The song says that Christopher Columbus, he discovered the world. I discovered you, so Christopher Columbus.
Okay. I get it now. I get it. Because we were already here. And for a long time, it was like Christopher Columbus discovered America. So you're like, we discovered you. I think that was the gist of that.
I was not getting into the historical inaccuracies. I was simply saying to a girl that however great his discovery was, he didn't discover you, I did. And so he didn't have a thing on me.
That drives me to
sense?
That makes sense, but it drives me to another song. I bet you probably thought I forgot about it. La-di-da.
What was that?
La-di-da. We want to hear the story about La-di-da. That's right.
La-di-da.
You ain't nothing but La-di-da.
When I was in Guyana, I wasn't even thinking about coming to America at the time. This is in the 1960s. I was married to my first wife, and this guy I used to hang around with, his name was Patrick Duncan. I actually, when he had a little girl, a daughter, her name was Michelle, and he asked me to be godfather to Michelle. And I had this godchild. She's now in her 50s. She might be in her 50s now. She came back into my life after not hearing anything from them. He died. His wife is still alive. But the godchild came into my life recently, and the song is, I never told her her father was a man who never had a steady job. He always hanging around some bar. He always wanted a cigarette, and he always wanted somebody to buy him a drink. But I used to hang around with him. My older brother asked me, why do you hang around with that guy? Well, he was fun to be around. It's true that he always wanted a cigarette, he always wanted a drink, he always wanted to borrow money. But he was fun to be around, so I hung around with him. Anyway, the song La-di-da says that you always want to borrow money and you never pay it back. And
sound like a user.
I always want to drink. Anyway, and the part that is the kicker is you ain't but nothing but la-di-da. And that is just another way of saying you ain't shit.
I was gonna say full of shit, but hey.
Well, say it any way you want.
You ain't nothing but la-di-da. You ain't nothing but shit. Okay.
Oh, you ain't shit. Anyway, one of these days I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna play that song for her, and then I'm gonna tell her, you know, your father inspired this song.
Because the story behind it is...
The story is, he never has a job and he always want money, you always want, and he always lying to girls. He got a wife and a child at home. But he meet women in this place and he always laying all kind of lies on them and promising them and all kind of things. So I just use his actual behavior as the words in the song. And then remember the last verse say, you better change your ways and find a job because you're getting kind of old. And December's gonna be cold when you're all alone and you can't run around.
Right.
And you ain't but nothing but la-di-da.
Right.
And that was actually based on Patrick's behavior.
Okay. Sorry, baby.
Oh, I just came to me. It was not any particular situation. But put myself in the position of a man who said things to hurt his woman.
Oh, I got you. Begging.
And so,
we have to beg like Keith Sweat.
Yeah, you gotta beg. I'm sorry for the things I've done.
I like that record. Sorry, baby. I appreciate
It's a beautiful song. Actually, I thought that if I could get that song some exposure, it could become a hit because I could imagine lots of really successful singers doing a good job with that song.
I like to thank you for letting me do the cameo, a little bit of a cameo on the record.
I'm not really doing anything. If you could get somebody to do a video of one of those songs, I'd be happy to give them all the information that they need, copyright, whatever. And I will cooperate with whatever they would like me to do.
I would get on that. I would do that.
Yeah.
Yep. Because after the pandemic, we will get back into full swing. Because I have a couple of offers in the video department. So, let me ask you something. What would you say to young musicians that they are inspiring to do this music thing? To keep a job too?
What I can tell them, is, if you can learn to play as many instruments as you can, be good enough on them that you're not making a fool of yourself. But look what Prince did, because Prince had spent so many years, even before he came on the scene, preparing himself. He could play so many instruments well, so that when he did that first song, I Want to Be Your Lover, nobody played on it but him. He played all the instruments, the drumming, the everything.
Because you did that on your record too. You played all the instruments.
I did that too, but I couldn't do it as well as Prince did. I did that on my songs.
I know something you did that you thought you would never do. New Year's, it's been some time ago, in the Olive Room here in Montgomery, Alabama. Because people that's not musically inclined, they don't know when you playing reggae, because you're a rhythm guy.
Yes.
And you had to.
I had to play lead.
Yeah, you and Deke in the Olive Room. But you did great though. You improvised.
I was not that confident because I don't play lead that often. But I did it that night, and people, when they were leaving, they came up and congratulated me. One guy said, "You made this whole party."
See, yeah, right. I was impressed.
I was impressed myself. Sometimes you gotta challenge yourself before you realize how competent you can be at doing something.
Right, that's right.
And I had to play lead. I'm not used to playing lead. I'm used to playing cards and singing, and I couldn't sing. You were there, you remember?
Oh yeah.
I had to play and entertain those people with just playing melodies, one after the other, and doing the best I could. But evidently, folks are very impressed.
Mike, you currently residing in Virginia, right?
Yes, in Ashburn, Virginia. I'm living with my daughter and her husband, and
How,
me and my wife, and my granddaughter, the little 7-year-old who came
right.
in here
Mm-hmm.
and pushed the door open a little while ago.
How is Virginia?
Um, it's I like Virginia. My trouble is that in this pandemic, it is boring. I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got no place to go.
Maybe we can get something going in Virginia when the pandemic is over with. Book some shows. Yeah,
It would be nice. I'd be happy to go play.
that'd be great. Maybe we could.
I still got my guitar,
Yeah.
my amp. I could go downstairs and start practicing.
You know,
Next thing you know, in a few days I'm ready to put on a show.
maybe we can set something up too. You could sell your books, or you got a website or something.
I don't have a website.
Maybe we can put it on doubleoaction.com.
Okay.
And your music too.
Well, everything that I have, I'd be willing to put it out there to the public. I just ain't got no money to go spend for advertising or nothing.
Yeah, we could work on that.
If you have my permission to put a copy of my book, or either one of both of the books,
Both.
you can put them on your website and see if you can sell them.
Oh, that'd be great. But I won't hold you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Michael Walcott, and we'd like to thank you for your time, and I appreciate everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hooch.
All right.
You've been a good interviewer.
Thank you.
All the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Michael Walcott, and we'll like to end this show by saying peace, love, and all your fish grease. And to Mr. Awesome Al, don't forget to change Donald Trump's diaper or pamper or whatever it is he's wearing, because you have to do that for probably about every maybe 30 minutes. Thank you. Peace.
In the news.